Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow the
packed
one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Park Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, hey, girl, hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till they can't no more. I got the horses and the bike and the others and the thing and I don't know the rest of the song. What's up, girl?
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
I do like Old Town Road.
I like Old Town Road now. It's grown on me. And
I
it's
like
grown
it.
on me more now that I know that he's gay.
Well, I liked it originally, and then I double liked it when Billy Ray Cyrus was involved.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't grow on me more or less when I found out he was gay.
I mean, it doesn't bother me
care.
if he's gay. I don't care about
I mean, I'm just saying it didn't make me like it more or less.
Yeah,
It was, at this point, and I know it sounds weird because I think I know, like I'm not a part of their community, so I guess they get hyped when people come out.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it don't make me no less or no more. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh, okay, you gay.
Great. I didn't even know. Like, I mean,
That's nice.
That's cool.
Do you?
Great. Perfecto.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm kind of confused on his shit anyway, because he was just like, just because I'm gay don't mean I'm straight. I don't be knowing, because he trolls a lot.
Yes, he does.
So I don't
I don't know.
Whatever. Do you?
Live your life.
Yeah, whatever.
But
whatever
I like
makes you
that
happy.
song. And then, so.
Bust it open to whoever you feel is appropriate to bust it open to.
Look, all day, baby. But. So I say that to segue into, so I know we didn't tape last week, but last weekend I went to Pride in Houston. And when I tell you, so that's what's cool in the city. The gay Pride parade is probably one of the best things that has ever happened to my life. I've never been.
That was your first time?
It was my first time.
They are fun.
And when I say I had... And I was canvassing with Audia Jones, who's running for Harris County District Attorney. So all those that live in Harris County, that are registered to vote in Harris County, I ask you to vote for Audia Jones. She is running for, again, Harris County District Attorney. Anyways, so we were out there, we're canvassing, right? And I had really I knew we were doing the Pride Festival or whatever. I just didn't know to what capacity. I didn't know the expectation.
Did you guys have a float?
We didn't. So we literally just walked the streets. We walked the downtown area. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you, I had so much fun. I felt like, damn, I need to hike my shirt up a little bit to show some skin because, I'm feeling like a fucking prude with this.
My first Pride was in Atlanta. It was
that was fun.
Craziest thing I ever went to.
I bet that was fun.
Yeah, it is. It's the same way. I mean, I used to go to gay clubs a lot with like friends from Orlando in high school and college and stuff. So I always felt like gay clubs, and I don't mean this in no offensive way at all. I feel like they're like New Year's Eve, Halloween, disco, 70s,
on a regular Saturday night.
A middle of a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then you get karaoke, and I remember when I walked in, the girl was like in her short cut and the white tank top and blue jeans doing like Tony Braxton's first album. And actually it was at that, she was doing that at this club called Pulse.
Yeah.
Pulse was the one that ended up getting shot up in Orlando. So, and the thing was, I was invited to like a gay club maybe a couple of months ago, and I know it sounds crazy, but I was like kind of fearful to go because like I used to go to Pulse with friends a lot, and just like the thought of like somebody walking in and that be like that, I don't know, it kind of freaked Pulse really freaked me out because A, I'm from Orlando, and B, I've actually partied in Pulse multiple times. So like now I'd be kind of like leery of going to like gay clubs, like for real, but and I'm actually it's all things that shoot up. I'm leery about the movies late at night. It's a lot of stuff I just do not go to because it just seems prone to like shoot ups or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, so my first one was in Atlanta, and I always said that gay clubs, Pride gay parties, so
gay
Pride,
people are.
It's a good time.
It's a good time. I mean, bitches had ladies had their titties out. Guys were walking around in thongs and tank tops and crop tops and fairy wings.
Did they? You know what? Because what I didn't see in Atlanta was protesters. Did you see any protesters?
Yes, I saw protesters. Oh my God, there was this one guy. He was just screaming, "Jesus is gonna make you burn in hell." He had his little megaphone, and he had some guy of course they were like these white people.
I would never go down nowhere to protest.
It was so funny though, because it was just like all these gay guys like, fucking loser, fuck yeah, and it was so, and I caught it on camera too. It was hysterical to me because all these like people came up to them and they were like making out in front of him, and then there was this like one person that was holding up a sign like, "Don't mind these fucking losers, Jesus still loves you." And then there were like people that were like, "Did you lose your home because you came out as a homo? Free hugs." Like, it was just, I don't know, man. I do, and I actually don't mind disco and house music. Listen, let me tell you something. I felt free as a bird. Like, I literally, like I said, I lifted up my shirt because I wanted to feel like, I was showing a part of something, because I felt like I wasn't showing enough with it just being down, and I felt like too lesbian-ish. Like I was like the male lesbian. You know what I mean? Because I was wearing camouflage shorts and like a t-shirt. So I wanted to, I don't know.
Be a lipstick lesbian.
Yes. Okay. I wanted to blend, like, I don't know. I just wanted to blend in. I was supporting. I bought this little unicorn headpiece or whatever. And I don't know. It was just great to see people themselves. And it's just like, it just really, really, really made me feel like, wow, like, how often do we like try to compress ourselves, or like we try to restrict ourselves from being who we are, and we have to wait for these certain events to really just let ourselves be who we are. And I just genuinely appreciated.
I was on Twitter though, because the LGBTQ community, or LGBTQAA,
they changed it.
It's a lot of letters.
The acronym is.
I know they were online and they were talking about how like people are using Pride Month as a marketing month. So,
I mean, that can. With anything, I feel like it's all marketing.
Why they don't market it Black History Month?
Because no white person has come in and found a way to make it work.
Got her. I'm gonna tell you, one time I was in a gay club, and the shit was and I felt so bad. I was sitting there with my cocktail, enjoying, whatever was going to masquerade, and some girl was trying to like touch on me to stud, and I was like, "Why are you touching me? I'm not gay." And she was like, "You're in a gay club." I was like, "Oh shit, you right. My bad, girl."
See, I like to go to the gay guys club. I don't like to go to the lesbian club.
No, it wasn't a lesbian club. It was just an overall gay club.
I like to go to the, like, there was one when I first moved to Houston. I want to say, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of the name, but it was nothing but gay guys. And when I tell you, me and my roommate and my friends from Corpus, we would go, and I was just like in heaven, because one, you could fucking get on the dance floor and you can dance, and nobody's gonna fucking harass you or try to like have sex with you from the back. You know how niggas do, and they try to like,
they do
hump you and shit from the back. Like, it wasn't any of that. I was wearing sequins. They respected my sequins. They said, "Girl, I love your outfit." Girl, yes, queen. Like, it was, I loved it. Like, I love partying. I hate to say gays, like, whatever.
I like partying with anybody that's fun.
Yeah.
But I do
but
particularly.
It's just like that community
Post,
really.
like, for me, Post was a really good time. That's why I was really sad about Post.
That community is just such a fantastic time. And Pride, I will be back next year. I feel like that is just, I don't know, that environment, just watching people. I was just people watching and just observing how free people were, and just people are just living their lives. The best friends were supporting their gay friends, and gay friends were supporting gay friends, and lesbian
brothers,
friends,
moms.
and everybody, families. They had young kids out there waving. There was this one little girl was waving the rainbow flag, and I was just like, wow, like, this is what life is about. We don't have to fucking be like the same. We can like different things, but we respect and we appreciate other things that are different from us. And I just love that. And that is what's cool in the city. You guys, the next time Pride comes into town, we need to make a tent. We should make a fucking Recovering Party Girls tent for Pride next year.
I'm with it.
I'm here for it. Like, I like just the ambiance, the energy. I mean, the people with the flower crowns. The
and
fairies.
shout out to Vanessa Williams. I seen her pictures from New York Pride. Vanessa Williams has aged beautifully, and she had this cute jacket on. I mean, I randomly came across the picture. She did. She had this super cute jacket on. I was just like, damn, but that's
Pride
is
what's
bitch.
up, man. I love it. Like, and then, people are trying to start to talk about, like, we're gonna have a homo pride. Like, who the fuck wants to see a bunch of straight men on? We don't want to fucking a hetero pride. We don't want to see that shit. I want to see fairies. I want to see glitter. I want to see.
I want to see a good time.
A good time. Like, Pride is a great fucking time, man. Like, it is. It's a lot to digest, especially if it's like your first time, and you seeing guys in women's clothing and women in men's clothing. But it's just, I don't know. It was great. I had the best time. Shout out to everybody who did Pride this year. I think I definitely will. I want us to be there next year. I want us to have a tent. I want us to throw bees. I want us to have a little section. Pride is great. That's what's cool in the city.
And with that, that whole conversation was no intent. If anybody
please don't feel offended.
Like,
please don't feel offended. No.
I don't want nobody.
No. Do not feel
just
offended.
Just in case.
I respect.
FYI.
I respect the
I respect everything. I care less about everybody what everybody else doing. Be told.
I respect the community. Like, it is 100%. I love the gays.
If anything was offensive, it really did.
I wasn't trying to. No, my intention never. No,
I'll speak for myself, but hers not either too.
No.
Just in case, you gotta be careful.
Love the gays.
You gotta
love
be
you
careful,
guys.
Sis.
I'm not here to judge what people like or people like.
They take people out, but on tweets and combos.
No,
we out of here. I'm pretty sure we out of here. At some point, we out of here.
Listen, please. Again, what I said or whatever. Like, please don't take offense to it. Like, I truly, truly, truly admire and I support you guys. Like, I just had the best of times. I'm sorry. I just had the best of times, and it was amazing. I will be back next year. I support the gays. Next.
So this week, my Woman Crush Wednesday goes to, and this started because I was in a rabbit hole on YouTube. It goes to all the female talk show hosts ever. So that goes to
Ricky Lake.
That goes to Rolanda Watts, Ricky Lake, Tyra Banks, Jenny Jones, Sally Jesse Raphael, Mother Love, Queen Latifah twice, and Wendy Williams. So the other day, I forgot who I was searching. I was searching somebody from the 90s. And I end up in a rabbit hole of like all these 90 talk shows. And I realized like how many talk shows there were, and how really if I was out of school, if it was a sick day or a day off, how my day was consumed of watching Montel, Gerardo, Richard Bay. I can't think of the one, but Oprah replaced him. God, what's his name? Donahue. I didn't really watch Oprah as much. Ricky Lake. Whatever. It was like a full day of just talk shows from damn near 9 o'clock to the last one I used to watch. I feel like Jerry Springer came at 5 and Richard Bay came at 6. So my whole day was filled with talk shows. And then I realized that I actually enjoyed a lot of women's talk shows. So I think my favorite would actually go to Ricky Lake, because Ricky Lake had a lot of the 90s lingo and the 90s bullshit that I appreciated. And then I think my second best might be Rolanda or Jenny Jones. I remember Jenny Jones. I don't know if everybody remember this episode.
Jenny Jones was my favorite.
Jenny Jones had this episode where your crush came out. And this is so crazy. So this is bad. I can't remember which episode it was. If you Google it, it was a big thing. So she had an episode about crushes. It was a guy who had a crush on another guy. He told the guy he had a crush on Jenny Jones. And after like the episode, months later, the guy who came on the show and realized his crush was a guy ends up murdering him. You remember that?
Yes.
And so then I think that was the end of Jenny Jones, actually, because Jenny Jones ended up really having to like go to court and be like, she got subpoenaed and the whole night happened because that man legit killed himself behind that Jenny Jones episode. I really love Rolanda because Rolanda ended up being on Sister Sister. She was like Ray's girlfriend that kind of low-key didn't like the twins and used to beef with Lisa. I love Mother Love. I think I like the original Mother Love because she had like this one show that like, I can't remember what they called it, but like they'll have like a whole problem, and if the person was behind the door, that means they forgave you. If they didn't come behind the door, that means they was basically like F you. So like at the end of the day, like all these 90s, and Tyra Banks was even in the 90s. Tyra Banks was like in the 2000s.
She was.
I was obsessed with Tyra. Tyra ended up winning like an Oscar or Emmy behind her talk show. But I love Tyra because Tyra used to have Janet on her show all the time. And Tyra basically used to ask Janet about sex the entire time. And so Janet was just like, why are you always in my sex life? And then Tyra was just like, sis, you gave me music about humping. Like, what else am I supposed to ask you?
My favorite Tyra episode was when her and Naomi, when she confronted Naomi about being a bully to her.
Naomi was over her.
And she was just like sitting there so poised and so like.
Naomi didn't remember. Like, Naomi was just like, you were such a non-fucking factor in that time that I don't even remember that I was mean to you.
You bullied me.
No, she kept
did this to me.
She kept bothering, and after a while, I got mad at Tyra for like trying to make Naomi like acknowledge the fact, because Naomi really acted like I don't know what she's talking about.
She did.
Like, no, when I came in Calvin Klein's room and Naomi was like, you were there? Like, Naomi Campbell really didn't remember. And you know what, though? And I believe Naomi didn't remember. Naomi was like a mean girl in general, because people like to forget the early 2000s Naomi. Naomi was like slapping her assistants and throwing cell phones like every week. Naomi stayed in somebody's court about whooping somebody's ass or about to whoop somebody's ass. And Naomi has also been known to snort the cokes. So, Tyra, good sis might really not remember.
Good sis don't have them.
If good sis was doing everything that I know she was doing back in that time, good sis don't remember your little ass and that little bit of drama. Her like turning the door on you and cutting your clothes was minor shit. My good sis was throwing fucking phones in people's faces and dragging bitches in the early 2000s, like for real. Like, you think she remember some shit that happened in the 80s and the 90s?
But I think that was.
God damn.
So my old roommate, she was on a Tyra episode.
What? About what?
It was a bullshit ass episode because she still be trying to sell that shit online. But anyway, so like, apparently Tyra, my friend, I'm not gonna say her name, but she did an episode where she set up her boyfriend to flirt with like somebody else in like the green room. And
He fell for that shit. They've been
he
on that
fell
shit
for
since
it.
the early
And he fell
90s.
for it. He fell
Oh
for
my
it.
God.
So it was like
Jesus Christ.
So it's like this thing. But it's so cheesy to watch right now. Like looking back.
Oh my God, you're talking to her?
Yes.
You're talking to her?
So it's just like, so and so, explain this video. And it's like him flirting with
Jesus Christ.
this person. Excuse me. And, you know, my friend was just like, so you really just flirting with her? You flirting with her? And I'm just like, oh wow, Tyra's really just pumping stories out, huh?
Yeah. But you know, the most I remember from Tyra, I remember when Beyonce was on there and she gave Beyonce a chair that looked like Jay-Z.
Yes.
And Tyra got ready to sit in the chair. And Beyonce was like, don't sit on my man. I remember when Beyonce's nephew Jules was like a little baby. Well, he wasn't a baby. He was like walking and talking, and he jumped on stage and talked. I remember all the Janet interviews because they were always just so like, so Janet, like, what's your favorite position? So Janet, on a scale of 1 to 10, how's Jermaine Dupri? And Janet was just so embarrassed all the time. Like, girl, I know I talk about sex a lot of my music, but I'm not trying to do this on stage in front of your audience.
This ain't it.
I remember when she did that Good Hair interview with Chris Rock and she came with her braids.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Tyra really did have a good show for like a good little minute, and she did get her Emmy out of it. That Naomi Campbell episode
was hilarious.
Was not what she thought it was gonna be.
No.
And I'm just so happy that Naomi just finally was just like, well, I'm sorry.
All right. She's probably just said, all right, bitch, damn.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
Naomi is like me after a while. Like, when you keep trying to like, okay, whatever. What you think? What I did? Okay, girl, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I beat you up. I don't even remember beating you up, but I beat you up. I'm sorry. Naomi really was just like that at the end of the day. So shout out to all of them. Sally Jesse Raphael, y'all boot camps, all that stuff that y'all was giving me back in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to boot camp. Yeah.
They stayed taking them kids to boot camp and waking them up at 5 in the morning to like shovel some shit.
And then they come back talk about, I love my mama, I'm going to do right. I'm going to go back to school.
To be back. Yeah, to be back. Like, bitch, y'all stayed. They stayed. They stayed abusing them kids. My favorite Sally Jessica Raphael episode, though, was when Chili found her daddy. Because that girl really was like, I feel so whole.
You know,
like Chili.
Sidebar. I literally was gonna write to Ricky Lake.
Oh my God! About what about I think I'm all that because I'm all that in a bag of potato chips. Because you know nobody can be all that. That was Ricky Lake.
No, because Ricky Lake was doing like fan meeting celebrities.
Who did you want to meet?
I wanted to meet
Aaliyah. I knew
so
it.
Bad. I really, and you know what? No bullshit. Because Ricky Lake came on at 4:00.
Yeah,
at my grandma's house, and so I'll always watch it. And my grandma, grandmas always have like a TV room. They have a TV room and a formal living room. So I would watch.
They do. My grandma had both. Still.
So I would watch Ricky Lake in her like formal room, and I would pretend like I would be meeting Aaliyah. So I would pretend like I'd be in a soundproof booth.
So fucking funny. Oh my God.
And Ricky would call me out because I was literally gonna write. I was writing her a letter, but then then Aaliyah died. So, but needless to say, I really did. I was gonna write Ricky Lake a letter because I wanted to go to New York and I wanted to meet Aaliyah, and
Ricky Lake's the first time I learned the word lesbian. I was watching something. I can't remember the episode exactly. But somebody said lesbian, and I remember because my mom had it. We were latchkey kids, so we had me and my older, whichever brother I was with at the time, because I'm in the middle between my two brothers. But we used to let ourselves in the house, and we used to watch Ricky Lake and Jerry Springer came on at 5. And one day my mom came home, and I'm like, Mom, what's a lesbian? And she was just like, when two girls like each other. And then but she went on about whatever she was doing. And she finally was like, what are you watching? I was like, oh, they said it on Ricky Lake. And she was just like, oh.
Ricky Lake was the shit. I think Ricky Lake was the shit. Like,
Ricky Lake was my favorite, but a lot of why Ricky Lake was my favorite is because Ricky Lake used a lot of like the 90s lingo when you watch it now. Like I've watched episodes
and her hair was always flipped out.
Yeah,
like
she was. It was.
Like when she was holding her mic and she was talking to her, or she had her little cards or whatever. She would walk across a thing and her hair was just.
And Ricky Lake was younger than everybody else as well. So I think that might have dealt with like why her lingo was like was a little. Was that it?
That was the thing.
But yeah, I did. Ricky was my favorite, but I think a lot of Ricky because she was younger. She had a lot of I'm all that in a bag of chips, and then I had like it was an episode. I think I posted it today. The girl was like, "I look like Janet Jackson." And
she said, "My mama did my weed."
And like the girl had, and I got it because the girl had like the wet and wavy. Yeah. And she had like a mole like Janet. And
I just love those episodes where they have like the girlfriend that doesn't know what's going on.
They do be having them vibing in the booth. They don't be shit. Yeah, I wish I fucking would. And then they come down
the stairs.
I wish you love him, and they always set them niggas up.
And then it's just like they set them. They
sit them right by each other. Then they like, you love him. No. You love him? Yeah, I love him. We've been together for like 2 years. He said we gonna get married. Are you sure? Yeah, I love him. Why?
I've been cheating on you with your sister's baby daddy.
What? And then they got separate chairs. Yeah, I ain't got time. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I said this the other day. I would never have maybe the 90s was a calmer. No, my mama was crazy in the 90s. So I know the 90s wasn't a calmer time. I know one thing. Don't send me on no talk show, have me listening to motherfucking Ozzy Brothers in my headphone and come out to tell me you cheating on me. And don't cheat on me and be like, I'm cheating on you with Miss Cool in the City and I'm sleeping with her mama. Oh, everybody gotta die. Cause you know, them fucking talk shows did that shit.
They did.
Like, they'll be like, I'm sleeping with your best friend and your dad. Wait, what? How both? Why both?
Why?
Why both?
Why?
Why? I'm sleeping with your grandma, but I'm in love with your mom. Wait, what? What the hell is happening?
I got something to tell you.
The fuck?
That was a good.
Them niggas really do that.
As soon as they said I got something to tell you, you knew it was gonna be on some.
And I never understood how them people came out happy on stage, knowing where the hell they was at.
They came down the stairs like this.
They did. They always talked. I do love him. What that? Tell me.
They came down the stairs and they sat down and they
tell me what you have to say.
They said, "Hey, baby."
Yeah,
hey.
And then Ricky, they always instigated it. You love him? Like, yeah. I think, you know what? I think I might have to fade them too because what you won't do is instigate my situation. If you know that nigga cheating on me, don't make me answer these questions if you know that nigga ain't
how
doing shit.
You, Laquan? You doing good, girl?
I'm good. You know, I love New York. It's been a good time. The hotel been great. I ate dinner. I had lobster. Oh, you did? So where did y'all go last night? I mean, we went out, but then I went back to the room because I was tired. Well, do you know where Laquan was? No. I got something to tell you. When you went back to the room, I went to your sister's room.
You say you have something to tell her. Go ahead.
When you went back to the room to go to sleep, I went to your sister's room. And then the audience erupts. Say this is like, nah, Laquan. Like, I couldn't have. Listen, I'm telling y'all now, I would have never been good on the 90s reality show. I would have been like that one episode on Jenny Jones that ended up with everybody in court. So
hysterical.
And I would hate for everybody to end up at court.
Yes, I really wanted Ricky Lake to introduce me to Aaliyah. I was gonna write a fan letter because I saw that she was bringing fans together with their favorite artists, and I wanted Aaliyah to be my artist, but you know, needless to say, never had the chance to do it.
I told you I met Aaliyah. I met Aaliyah in New York. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did.
Right, like a month before she died. Like that. I think she died in like August. I met her in July.
She died in August.
July in Harlem, a Harlem record store.
Okay. Remember that?
Bless. That was a good time. I mean, that summer actually was like a really good time because you know, New York kids are real different from kids from the South. Like that whole being able to jump buses and cabs and subways makes kids way more independent than the kids in the South. And I ain't know what to do with myself. It was like, wait, so we could just jump on a subway and just be out? Because every time before that, when I went to New York, I was with my family. So, you know, I was moving with my mom and my brothers. And that was like the first time I went to see my cousin by myself. And I remember thinking like, damn, kids up north have an independence that the kids in the South would just never have. And that shit was live. But yeah, so shout out to the 90s talk shows. Jenny Jones, Rolanda, Sally Jesse Raphael. I mean, all of them. Queen Latifah had a talk show twice. Tyra was in the early 2000s. Rolanda. If I'm missing Mother Love, Ayanla had one for like a year before she got canceled. Shout out to everybody who entertains 90s kids throughout the day, on their snow days, on their hurricane days, on days school was out. Y'all are greatly appreciated. Y'all gave us reality TV before reality TV became a thing. And that's that on that. So this week, this episode is called Recovering from All the Above. We've done an episode like this like 2 or 3 times. Where we just basically shoot the shit. And it's called Recovering from All the Above, the fireworks episode, because, you know.
Woo! 4th of July! Happy Independence Day! Because y'all gonna be listening to this the day before Independence Day.
Fuck Independence Day. That ain't my independence. But I get it.
4th of July.
Barbecue it, sis. But fuck that holiday. But barbecue. I love a good barbecue. But, you know, that ain't our shit. But okay. So, did you see no, you probably didn't. The Breakfast Club interview with Tia Mowry?
I heard about it. Her whooping her kid, not whooping her kids.
Okay, so Tia Mowry did an interview with the Breakfast Club, and it was talking about spankings. And she said her siblings, her, Tamara Mowry, Taj, and Tavia, all got spankings in their household or whatever. And she said that she doesn't do that for her 2 kids, which are Cree and Cairo. She said she's more of a modern, with the time type of parent. But she did say her sister Tamara, who has 2 kids with Adam Housley, Aiden and Aria, she believes in spanking. So, what are your
got
thoughts?
whoopings. Spare the rod, spare the child. I don't know the word. I don't know the word.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's close enough.
I mean, the last whooping I got, I was 14. My mother whooped me out of bed because I didn't want to go to Saturday school. She told me one time.
What the hell was Saturday school?
Saturday school is where you were failing regular classes.
Oh, okay.
I was failing regular classes, and I had to go to Saturday school to make them up, to make up the failing grade. And I just remember her coming into my room. She said, "Hey, you need to get up. You got Saturday school." I didn't want to get up. I just turned on my light, got back into bed, fell back asleep. She came back in my room again. And then I hopped back up because I felt that clack, 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 clack. So, that was the last time I actually physically got touched by a belt. I mean, I've been whooped all my life. So,
touche. Me too. I mean, and that's the thing about me. I was telling all the stories on Facebook. I said being beat with an electric cord is inhumane.
My grandma.
I've been beat with an electric cord.
My grandma.
Being beat with whatever is close to you. I told a story about how my brother got beat with a mixing bowl, a bright orange, that thick plastic mixing bowl. My cousin came on and said she got beat with a VHS tape.
Yeah. Whatever's that in.
I've been sleeping in my bed and my mom came and ripped the covers off me and beat me while I was fucking asleep. I've been checked out of school. I was in middle school. I was talking back to my teacher. My mom literally came to the school and the teacher was like, send me kind of like a family friend. She basically was like, I'm about to check her out and give her a whooping. My mama checked me out of school, whooped me, and brought me back to school. I was in middle school at the time. And what I realized about all these whoopings was, all mine's kind of stem from talking back and like stating my opinion. And I had been doing that since elementary school, and it shit never stopped. So beatings never stopped me kind of from doing what I was doing anyway. So like, I mean, I'm not gonna beat my kids. When you like toddlers and you like the age of 5, I need to pop your hand or pop your shoulder right quick, that's fine. But when you get like of an age where I need to grab a belt, I don't see it in me to be like grabbing belts and beat my kids. I'm gonna leave that shit with y'all slave masters. I'm gonna leave that shit with the civil rights movement. That's a learned ass habit of wanting to control people, and I'm not gonna do that shit with no belt. Like I
don't know. I mean, I personally don't think, because I have this debate with my my older cousin, because I really like her parenting style. And I always say that I would want to mimic her parenting style. She does not whip her kids. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I'm not going to beat my kids.
I'm not beating my, like, I'm not going to pick up no belt I'm not picking no belt up on my kid.
But, you know, it's just all that extra shit, probably not. I think I'd probably be the most lenient, relaxed parent when it comes to discipline. Well, I don't want to even say that, because I don't think that I would be lax in discipline. But as far as like whoopings goes, I don't think that I would be so everything is not deserving of a beating. When I was a kid, I mean, I ran away from home when I was in 6th grade. And I got whipped by my grandmother, my uncle, my mom, and my stepdad. All within the same day. Because they were all frustrated with me because, of course, you know, I ran away from home, whatever. I would not do that. And, you know, I would find an alternative as to why my child did that versus whooping them. Because that only... Yeah. That only makes the situation worse. But I necessarily wouldn't pop in. I'll thump a kid.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind popping. I don't mind popping your hand. I don't mind popping your hand as a toddler to say no or it's hot. But I just, for me,
talking back, I'll pop you in your mouth.
Yeah, that's real quick. Like
real quick. Yeah.
For me, as like a person with my kids, like a real kid that we can have a conversation. And I mean, a conversation as in when you're like 6, 7, 5. I was just talking to some 5-year-olds the other day. I'm not going to. I just don't believe in. I don't believe in grabbing a belt. Like I just don't, because I feel like that's a hella learned behavior. And I remember somebody was like, "Nah, they whip people in Africa." I'm like, no. Bitch, we was here a long time getting beat by. That's some slave master control. Civil rights shit. I can't. Me personally, I don't want to grab no belt on my kid. And I also know for me, everything I got a beating for, I got a beating for since elementary school until I was grown. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So essentially what the beatings fucking do. Yeah.
And if then, I was getting I got hip to this shit. So, I was just like, okay, well shit, I know I'm gonna get a whooping today. So shit, I'm gonna put some towels in my jeans.
Yeah, well I didn't have all them options. I had to sit down, but the reality of it is, if I'm getting beat in elementary school for the same shit, I was still getting my ass whooped when I was a senior in high school, or my mom was trying to beat me for when I was in high school. Beatings weren't like a learning thing. That was very apparent thing.
It's just punishment.
I remember like what bothered me the most and what corrected me the most was like that one year I got in trouble I was in high school. I had my own phone. It was a lime green VTech. Me and my brother, our rooms were stacked. I had a 5-disc stereo player. By that time, I had a DVD player and a VHS. They were like together. That was before like DVDs were like the solo thing. I had this VHS and DVD thing, and I had a TV. And I came home, and I went to get my phone, my cordless phone, and it was no phone on the base. And I was like, shit. And then I remember cutting on the TV, and the TV was all squiggly, and I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with the TV. My mom had took the fucking cable cord And then that's when I realized I was trying to, like, that's when I was like, damn, she probably did something with my stereo. I didn't even realize she had took the speakers. So I'm trying to like play the music. She had took the speakers out my room. So she left everything in my room as is, but took all the cords for me to play anything. So like I remember that punishment, and then that shit lasted for 3 months. And I just remember like being in my room with all my shit, and my cordless phone was still light up because my caller ID was on my base. And VTech phones used to light up anyway because they were like see-through. So like I could see, she didn't cut the line off. I could see people calling me, and I actually had the call ID to see who was actually hitting my phone up. I had no phone. I had a TV, no cable. I didn't have no antenna. That was back by that time. Antennas weren't cool anymore. I couldn't play no music, had no speakers. I remember that 3 months in a very learning way versus when I got beat. Because everything about being beat just pissed me off. And then that's why when I put it on Facebook, I had some people was like, yeah, by the time I turned 16, my mama tried to like do something. I kind of bucked back. But then by 16, 17, 18, and when you grown, when your parents are like attacking you with something, your natural reaction is to block yourself. Like as a kid, you're not necessarily blocking yourself. You're like trying to hide and run. Like my little brother used to run. My little brother had bunk beds.
I used to fucking run, dog.
My little brother had bunk beds, and what he did was go to his bottom bed was a full bed. His top bunk bed was a twin bed. He used to go to the corner in the wall of his bunk bed, and my mama couldn't do nothing. And then by the time she was tired, so she like, it was kind of like the Michael Jackson movie, how Michael Jackson used to hide from Joseph in the corner, and then Joseph be like, all right, you good. My mom kind of was like that. But after a certain age, when you like 16 and your parents run up on you, your natural defense is trying to not to necessarily fight them, but block them from hitting you because now you're grown. So I don't ever want to be in a position like that with my kids, and then my kids fuck around and haul off on me, because I have like in my adult years, something happened. It was just like, all right, bitch, okay. And then it ended up being like, no, me and my mom didn't talk for months because you hit me, and you know, I'm grown now. I hit back. So you can't. I don't ever want to be in a position where I'm like.
I used to try to catch the belt. Like
that's still like
I used to try to catch it.
But then that's still
shake.
But then that's still a thing of after you get a certain age, it's like a defense thing. Like you're blocking yourself from being hurt. That's fight or flight. Do you run or do you fight? But when you get a certain age and you and your mom are the same height and or the same weight, or you and your mom are not eye level, your thing is to like not necessarily fight hardcore, but fight enough where you're not being abused. You know what I mean? Or hit. Because who naturally wants to be hit? That's weird. Yeah. So no, I don't ever want to. Like I said, after a certain age, I get a pop and a sit down and come here and hit your hand because you're touching too much shit. I get all that, but I just don't want my kid to be 7 or 8. And I'm like, come here, I got a belt.
My cousin, she does not believe in that, and she doesn't. She believes in timeout, and she believes in communication. Like her children, they communicate, they talk, and her kids are very verbal, and I can just tell by the way. Her oldest son, I think he's like 6 or 7. He calls me and he's just like, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know I'm watching my little sister." I'm like, "What are you doing? Why do you have the phone? Who gave you permission to get on the phone?" But it's just like they're very verbal, and they're such a delight to talk to. So I can only imagine them getting in trouble. Like even for Christmas. She had FaceTimed me, and one of them was in trouble because he got a bad report from school. And, she was trying to get it out of him. Like, okay, well, you need to talk about, we have to talk about this because, you can't just be going around getting bad reports from your fucking teachers. Mm-hmm. But, he understood, and he expressed himself. And I just thought that was just really great, because I think a lot of times parents don't allow children to just express themselves
Yeah, and parents don't say
kids.
sorry. Parents, a lot of stuff.
Just because you're a parent doesn't mean that you're right about everything. And, you know, like, just giving the opportunity for a child to express themselves is something that I always keep in the back of my mind for when I'm a parent. Like, I would always want my child to be able to express themselves in whatever manner that helps them
communicate
their feelings. And then for me, whatever allows us to really make sure that certain behaviors are okay and certain behaviors are not okay. But beating, no, I would not beat my kid.
Yeah, I mean, and even though me and my cousins, we were joking all day about like every time and every random item we got beat by. I mean, because somebody was like, well, I survived. And I'm like, okay.
But we're traumatized.
Granted, we all survived. There's a lot of stuff you survived, nigga. You survived slavery. You say, yes, so much shit you survived in life. You survived the Holocaust. You survived so much. People survive a lot of shit. It don't make it okay that you survived it. And I just don't want my kids to come out and be like, I survived it. And it's just like, nah, I mean, I think now people don't have like 8, 9, 10 kids. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people came from a family of a lot of stuff came from, you know, I'm doing this because, you know, if I don't check you hardcore, you'll get out in these streets and you can get hung and you can get lynched. And that was actually a real thing. People really did check their kids super hard because they were afraid about them living in the world where, you know, that was every day. And then that passes on to the next generation and then the next generation. But then people are still having 8, 9, 10 kids. So now you gotta keep 8, 9, 10 kids in check. It's a whole lot going on. But I think as time goes, things should evolve. And I think now we're at a time where life has evolved a bit. People ain't having 20 kids. You know what I mean?
I just want one.
We all need to just be able to chill. And I mean, if beating your kids or spanking your kids or whooping your kids or however you want to put it is okay in your house, do you. But for me, like I said, I got the same whooping from elementary school until I was an adult. Because the last time my mom put her hands on me, I was a full adult. It was for the same thing. Talking trash, talking back, you know, in my full ebony essence. And I think that's a perfect example of I did not learn shit from a beating. Whoopings didn't do shit for me and my mouth and what I was going to do. I was still going to be who I was or whatever the case might be. So I think there are alternatives. You know, but that's me. So shout out to all y'all parents. Bless all you parents. It's a lot to raise kids.
Bless all you parents that don't spare the rod.
Bless. You know, y'all ain't gonna and don't get it twisted. My kids ain't gonna be like them white kids. Fuck you, mom. Okay. Now, if we go that far, we might need to have this conversation again.
Disrespect was
we might need to have a conversation
because
again.
Because it's like a look can shut a motherfucker up.
Listen.
I want the fear of me so bad in my kids that I can look at them and be like, shut your motherfucking ass up, bro. Beat your ass.
Shut, mom. Nah, but
I ain't gonna be none of that. Disrespect. Nah.
Okay, and let's be clear. If I go down aisle 7 and it's ice cream and I see any of you bobblehead bitches licking ice cream, I'm calling the police on you immediately. Y'all are disgusting. Like, I don't even know. Like, I've been living for 33 years.
I never have thought.
I've been eating ice cream for probably 31 of them.
I would never have thought to just open up a thing
I've been
of
buying ice cream for myself.
And then put it back.
I don't know. I've been buying ice cream for myself for a very long time. It has never dawned on me in that fucking frozen food aisle when I opened it up to say, let me open it and lick it. What are y'all thinking? Like, y'all are so nasty. Like, y'all are so vile and gross. Like, I need criminals like that off the street.
Criminals.
Like
That's a criminal.
you can play on my phone. You can show up to my door and try to fight me. You want to lick my ice cream? I need you to go to jail.
Criminal.
You're a terrorist, actually.
You're a terrorist.
You're a terrorist. I don't know what else. Like, what are y'all doing? What's wrong with you? Why y'all so weird?
Jesus.
Weird. And y'all do a whole bunch of stuff for like likes and stuff. Like, do y'all realize that y'all gotta get grown?
But that's just generation, man.
Do y'all realize y'all gotta get grown and go to work?
Generation is a weird demographic.
I'm sorry, man, I had no kids in this generation. Like, hopefully by about time I have my kids, the shit done panned out.
Yeah,
it gotta pan out because I would have been broke my kid neck. Like, I don't even want to have to beat my
honestly,
kid.
It's just, I think it's just this generation. I mean, you got to think about it. This generation has grown up with social media. We did not grow up with social media.
Thank God.
And so we did not grow up with, like, we gotta get likes, we gotta be popular, we gotta be this or that or whatever.
But y'all about to learn a quick lesson because Bluebell not even playing with y'all.
But I'm just saying, like, it's just this generation is really weird. That generation is weird.
You Z Jenners, you better learn a lesson because Bluebell ain't sparing a rod. Bluebell is ready to press charges, and they made it clear that tampering with food products in certain states, and that girl's in Texas, San Antonio to be exact. And one thing everybody say about Texas is don't mess with Texas. They say that shit's a felony in Texas. So good sis, I know she's not gonna get no jail time though. But I hope going to jail and then have to explain that dumb shit, I hope is enough for you because that's dumb as shit. Like, why would you, like, it never fathomed to lick other people's stuff. Why are y'all licking people's shit? Why in Kroger's? What in Kroger's was like, you should lick some ice cream. You know what? I'm gonna lick it. What the figgity fuck? Y'all are so gross. And I know she's not gonna do no jail time, but I hope all the add-ons they do when she plea out be some bullshit. I need jail work camp. I need probation. I need money. I need you to have to go down to Bluebell and churn some goddamn ice cream. I need some shit to happen. I need you to be in garments, put ice cream in back of trucks. I need you to do a whole bunch of shit that ain't got shit to do with nothing because that's just disgusting. And I hate when people make an example, but I need y'all to, like, some of this social media stuff, y'all need to put it into it because it's dumb and, like, just dumb. And this was the dumbest, but y'all setting stuff on fire and setting yourselves on fire. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, where's common sense kick in?
Doesn't, because this generation doesn't have common sense.
Like, how? I really feel like it was some dumb stuff going on when I was a kid, and I was just like, no, that's dumb. I'm not doing that dumb shit. Like, where's that at? Where's that radar that this is dumb? But yes, tampering with people's food, FYI, to some people who are still thinking about licking ice cream and stuff, tampering with people's food it could be a felony in certain states. So, you know, watch your mouth and watch what you're doing. Y'all niggas are disgusting, and I can't tell. And that's that on that. And also, I haven't watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians in years. I haven't watched it since they was in Chipotle and Kim had got her Bentley. That's pretty much the last time I watched that, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. But I do see it on my timeline and around my internet a lot. And I'm just going to say this about my good sis Jordyn. I wish Jordyn would have just slept with Tristan. I can't...
They did too much.
I can't fathom. So here's the thing. I can't relate to 35 plus year old women who have also slept with people's husbands and boyfriends, and it's definitely documented in, like, the atmosphere. I can't deal with y'all bullying some little ass girl. I also can't deal with Chloe calling her a fat ass asshole when we all know how Chloe looked yesterday. And while Chloe's talking, we all know how True's gonna look in a few years. And I hate to talk about people's kids, but in the reality, if you actually look at Chloe and you actually look at Tristan and you put True together in a few years, Mama might have a hard time. Mama might not, you know, And I don't have to talk about nobody's child, but if you put her parents together, True might have a hard adolescence. I'll say it that way before, surgery kicks in and stuff. So to call somebody fat when you're literally known as the fat Kardashian and the ugly Kardashian, and when you are literally still the 13th cutest Kardashian, bitch, you got a lot of fucking nerve. And Jordyn's better than me. Because the second you called me a fat ass asshole, I'd have been in your goddamn mentions with all your fucking Google pics, bitch. I would have. First of all, y'all wouldn't even be able to talk to me crazy like y'all was talking crazy. Because let me tell y'all something about Kim D. My mama would have been on y'all asses. Like, my mama don't even play that shit. So all that Larsa Pippen, ass 60 years old, talking shit after she done slept with Future, all that shit with Kim, after Kim was messing with Kanye, when Amber was full with him, all that shit that Malika was doing when Malika couldn't even go to her boyfriend's funeral because the wife said no. Oh my God. It would have been a whole rap in them comment sections. I wouldn't have needed Jada. It would have been a rap. There. But Jordyn, you should have just slept with him. And actually, Jordyn, I kind of wish you would just sleep with him now. Because what we won't do is keep dragging this out for a grandma kiss. I kiss my grandma in the mouth. I kiss every female in my family. I harass the people in my family, like jumping on them, kiss them on their forehead, kiss them on their cheeks, kiss me in the mouth. I harass the people in my family. So y'all tripping off a grandma kiss? A peck? Bless. I can't relate.
I can't relate. I have no comment.
And I got a whole bunch of comments. And Jordyn should run up and bop everybody fucking head. I don't like non-black girls acting like... I didn't like that whole scene of acting like y'all in Compton when y'all asses in Calabasas. I don't like the whole we can't let them fuck our men when y'all been fucking people, man. I don't... Nah, I can't do it. And, bless. Jordyn, that fat ass asshole comment would have had me in the section. I still would be in that bitch right now, actually. I get that petty. That's just, and, I believe you reap what you sow. Like, people can't in general, and it's not even about the Kardashians or Jordyn. I mean, fuck the Kardashians, but it's not even in general. You can't be a certain way an entire time and then expect your life to turn out different. Like, I remember my mom ended up, she said it was all her karma. And she knew she had did some stuff. She's like, oh, yeah, karma. And my mama took it chin up, like karma. And I'm one of them people, and I say it a lot because, I talk about being a second wife. And I've been a mess in my earlier days. I've always said that, yeah, I'm going to be upset, but it's certain stuff that I know if it happens to me, it's literally some stuff I already done did and put in the atmosphere. You really need to realize what you're doing to other people. You can't... Chloe went through this whole situation saying, I asked the daddy, I asked his mama, I asked his best friend, I asked his lawyer, I asked his doctor, and they all say he was single. You asked everybody but the girl that was pregnant. And it just, to me, I could never imagine dating somebody who has a full girl pregnant and him just like, oh, we're not together. Well, we good. We're not together. And me never trying to have a conversation with her. She pregnant. Why would you not want to have a conversation with the pregnant girl that you know about? Do you not think he's still with the pregnant girl? What do you think happened? And I would never want to be a single pregnant girl, and I would never want to do that to nobody else. In case a single pregnant girl be like, okay, sis, so I was on Molly, and we had a one-night stand, and now I'm pregnant. And I'd be like, oh, okay, I get it. But anything else is just odd.
No comment.
Bless. I don't have time. What you want, a Kardashian's payroll?
No, because I don't care. Like that shit.
I can't. No, I mean just in general. I don't understand.
It's stupid. It's all for chatter. Like it's.
But I don't understand. Like in general, in real life, I just don't understand. Like if I met a guy who had a pregnant girl, I couldn't imagine talking to everybody but the pregnant girl. You know what I mean? Like that's weird. That's not. That shouldn't make sense to nobody.
I've been in a situation where a guy has had a female pregnant.
Did you know her? Did you know she was pregnant?
I didn't know. I knew she was pregnant, but I didn't know the extent of the relationship because what he told me was not.
How old were you?
I was in my 20s. But come to find out, I mean, niggas lie. And I'm not saying that she couldn't have, talked to this person one-on-one because he didn't allow me to talk to this person. He refused to allow me to talk to this person. Whatever picture he painted, I mean, it turns out that he was a liar. So I can only imagine that he may have whatever he said between him and her about me was different between what he said about her.
I mean, I get all that, but I feel like people
at the end of the day, I'm not siding with anybody, but
I just think at the end of the day, I mean, that's cool, but I think at the end of the day, people go out of their way to find out information they want to find out. People go out of their way to avoid information they don't want to find out.
And in the same breath, a person that's trying to hide everything and to make it seem like the person that's lying, they're going to over and extend. And because this nigga has money, he's able to cover it up in a way where she couldn't find out the reality. I mean,
the reality is you were hanging out with the Cavaliers, and you could have asked to say, "No,
it doesn't matter."
I'm just saying, not from my perspective. I know some people who know, from my perspective, you weren't 80 degrees of separation. You genuinely was 1 degree of separation, and you didn't bother that 1 degree because you just didn't want to know.
Niggas lie.
No. It wasn't about him. You just didn't want to know because you never even tried to have a conversation with her. And it's not. That's like avoiding a wife.
And we're not saying that. But niggas lie.
I mean, and I get niggas lie, but I'm saying
niggas lie.
That's
and then
okay.
Because you have a nigga that is so persistent and is so good and is so
I mean, you just want to believe the lie, and that's fine. I believed a lot of lies. No, I'm saying that. I believed a lot of lies.
So why do I feel like I need to have talked to this person when this person
because you want to believe the lie. I've been on both. I believe lies, and I speak truth.
But then again, I've been in that situation where the guy told me one thing, and he's insistent. This is what it is. This is what it's not. This is what it is. But you just say, okay, whatever. I ain't trying to fight because it's a lie. Because you think of the other person like I ain't trying to stress this girl out. I said I know she got a good baby. She got. At the time, this girl had.
Sometimes
twins.
It's just easy. I mean, and I've been on both.
Because at the end of the day, because we don't know what he was saying to this girl, right? So I don't know what this guy was saying to this person.
No, I get that.
So this person has this whatever perception of who I am, right? So she automatically has some towards of hostility to me because of the fact that he's dealing with me and he's still dealing with me while she's pregnant, right? So she will have some type of animosity towards me, but I don't know what he's feeding her. And I know what he's feeding me, but I don't know what he's feeding her. So I can't even come up to this person. Even when I reached out to her via social media, it was straight hostility. Because whatever he has said to her about me, she has it in her head that I'm this.
So y'all had a conversation?
I tried.
Okay, that's different. You try to reach out. That's different.
No, but at the end of the day, it's not different because the fact that she refused to even hear me out.
Chloe, I'm just saying that's different from what Chloe never tried to reach out to her.
But
so
we don't know that. We don't know that.
Chloe said she didn't. Chloe verbally said no. Chloe verbally said everybody she talked to but her. But I'm just saying what Chloe said. I don't care what she said in the background. I'm telling you what she told the public. The public knows that she reached out to the doctor, the lawyer, the mama, his first grade teacher, astronaut, the stop sign attendant, the grocery store person, the nigga that cut the lawn, the nigga that cut the trees, everybody but her. You try to reach out to that girl, so this scenario is very much so different. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, Chloe reached out to everybody but that girl. If you and that girl tried to talk and that situation a conversation didn't happen, that's terrible. Niggas do lie. So, and niggas do, I know niggas beef up a situation.
Niggas do.
I've been in a situation where a nigga beefed it up so bad. I was like, girl, I don't even want to fight you. I'm just, y'all still fucking or not? I get it. But the idea of like, I wish women would try to talk more, because I think it'll be more resolve and more truth on the table. But then the idea is, a lot of women don't want to talk because they don't want the truth and they don't want no resolve. They want the nigga.
But at the end of the day, we can't trust what those people are saying, because those people are known fabricators.
Which ones?
I'm just saying, like
who?
Like
who
the Kardashians. Like
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about niggas. I'm not talking about them.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying like with niggas. I'm saying.
Because Jordyn, that girl has never said anything other than, the nigga paid her off or whatever to not date people. That's all. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, we cannot, because people are gonna do whatever they need to do to save face. People are gonna say whatever the fuck they need to say to save face, because she looks like a fucking clown. Like, we see this nigga as a clown. You dogged yourself out. You clowned yourself out by having a baby by a clown ass nigga. And you want us to believe that you, like, girl, he's a fucking clown. Like, the whole situation is clown shit. And you expect us to believe that you really went around to his mom and his lawyer and his preacher and his this and that,
his juicer,
to verify that he, girl, shut the fuck up. You got clowned by a clown ass nigga. You had a baby by a clown, and that's what you got. You got a clown baby.
Well, like, the baby not.
I mean, she's not, and I'm not.
She's not a clown baby. That's what I'm saying. That nigga say your baby bozo. Wow. You got a bozo baby. Wow.
I'm just
saying, a bozo baby.
Imagine, like, you, and then on top of that, you are in the public eye, and you have to fucking save face. So what do people do when they save face?
A bozo baby.
Other fucking people. Well, this person told me he was legit. This person told me he was good. Bitch, the nigga cheated. The nigga been a cheater. Since the last season, bitch. The nigga been cheating. What you mean?
I just never want to.
What you mean?
I feel like
you asked, bitch. Did you ask your mama about the bitches he was sucking titties with on camera? Did you ask the friends? Is this real? Or is this a robot of Tristan? Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Like I said,
that clown nigga, she had a baby by a clown ass nigga. She deserved what she got. Good for Jordyn. Jordyn getting her money.
Which one?
Jordyn is getting both. Both Jordans. And wow. And I'm just thinking about it. Wow. Jordyn.
And if we're gonna be completely honest, even the second Jordyn is more his type
than the first.
I know, like the second Jordyn looks closer to the first Jordyn, and Chloe looks to either Jordyn.
The nigga's a clown.
That girl,
that nigga been cheating. The nigga was probably cheating in this first week. He saw a bitch with some money. He saw a way to
fame.
He saw a way to get some clout. He saw a way to get his name in some shit. Man, that nigga popped the baby in her. What they call him, third trimester Tristan? Because he leave bitches in third trimester.
Wow, a bozo baby. I will never forget that.
A bozo baby. You had a baby with a clown and you ended up with a bozo ass baby. I'm sorry. Like,
I can't wait to.
Come on,
I hope I never have to use that.
Come on, nigga.
Because if I have to use that means
if he's a clown, you a clown. Hong.
If I'm going through some drama, that means I'm gonna have to use it.
Shit.
But bozo baby,
that bitch had a baby
something
by
I want to use.
Clown, man. He a clown. She's a clown.
Get you on your bozo ass baby. oh, that shit all right. Nah, bitch, you ain't that bozo ass baby. Take that clown ass nigga with that bozo ass baby. Bitch, your clown ass with your bozo ass baby.
Circus. Khloe
Bitch.
Kardashian to the circus.
Take
'cause
y'all
that's
ass to
what
the
y'all believe.
circus, you bozo ass baby. You and your bozo ass baby.
You gonna try to say that you
No,
talk
I
to
ain't keeping your
people?
bozo ass baby.
You talk to people, or you say, oh, so you think his mama gonna tell the truth to you?
I don't know.
You think
Let me
his
tell y'all
mama gonna
something.
tell you the
No, I'm
truth?
gonna tell you something true.
fuck outta
Let me
here.
tell y'all. So, and I'm not bragging, but I genuinely get along with everybody's families. Ex-boyfriends, new friends, everybody. I fucks with everybody's family. I'm like the one everybody wanted to function, right? One of my ex-boyfriends, they family be like my daughter-in-law, my sister-in-law, right? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I still don't trust anyone's family. I understand everybody's family is for their family. Why do y'all think people don't be for their people? So why y'all believe anybody somebody's family say?
Just because his mama say she,
His mama don't care.
son don't cheat, his mama getting broke off with some bread.
It's like, no, you could be in high school. His mama say he don't cheat and invite all the girls over and cook everybody
and
dinner.
He don't cheat.
And this is before he got a coin. Like, people be for their family. Like, I'm not a person who will lie for my brother, but I'm also not a person who gonna like start shit if it's a new bitch at the house for my brother. Like, cause that ain't, that's not how we do things. The same way I won't want them to do that to me. So I don't even understand why y'all think people's families tell y'all the truth to begin with.
Again, clown shit. You're a clown if you believe that shit. If you believe the family, if you believe the friends.
I still can't believe y'all believe families.
Clown. Cause you're a clown. Cause you're a bozo. That's why she had a bozo baby.
Like,
That's why she had a bozo baby.
I don't believe nobody family. Yeah, I don't give a. You're my favorite. Okay. And I take it with a grain of salt. Cause I'm pretty sure Sarah was the favorite.
Clown shit.
I'm pretty sure Mariah's the favorite.
Has he ever cheated on me? Was he with that girl? Obviously, the bitch was pregnant.
Like I said,
the bitch was pregnant.
Like, my thing is, everybody asks all the questions to the wrong people. Ask the questions to the right people. If you want to know the truth, ask the real person.
You don't think Kris Jenner ain't sat there and told her, Khloe, why you don't go talk to that girl? Why you asking all them questions to all these people that don't know shit that's protecting that nigga? And I know Kris Jenner say nigga.
Y'all tend to act, and I mean, I've been that person. I've been that person a few times where I've talked to moms and sisters, and I'm chilling at the family function. And I asked everybody but the girl that's blown up my fucking Facebook saying they still messing around. A lot of people genuinely avoid the person because they don't want the truth.
And then it comes out in court documents because she under oath. So if she lies, it's perjury. Nah. Come on, girl.
And
Come on, girl. 2 + 2 equals 4.
I know people exaggerate a story, but it's a lot of truth. No, I mean, even on the oath. But it's a lot of truth to a lot of lies too. If you telling me that y'all still together, I'm gonna automatically assume y'all still sleeping together. I might not think y'all getting married tomorrow, but I still think he blowing your phone up and you still cooking.
Khloe Kardashian is a clown.
Some
she had a baby. She had a baby by a clown ass nigga that dogged her out publicly and that don't give a fuck.
And I just want to stand by that she called Jordyn a fat ass asshole and
she got drugged for it.
And I always want us to remember how Khloe looked originally and look at Khloe originally and Tristan now, and then let's all just make 1 + 1 = 2. Or 1 + 1 = true.
Trident. I don't know why.
1 + 1 = true. So let's look at the original Khloe.
2 + 2 = 4. Khloe is a clown.
Bless.
Tristan is a clown.
Bless.
2 clowns done made a bozo ass baby.
Bless.
And True's cute. Next.
We'll roll. Okay. If that's the word we're using.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, and that's it. BET Awards was good. Regina Hall, I was on my sofa dancing to the butt. I heard it coming. I was ready for it. Tyler Perry, You Are That Nigga. I still remember when everyone was talking about saying how your movies are terrible and Black Panther's so much better, and you let them niggas know that they taped Black Panther in your or parts of Black Panther in your studio. You've done good, my friend. And I actually liked the BET Awards because I felt like it was less social media and more back to, I don't want to say real celebrities, but
Because I didn't I literally stopped watching 15 minutes into it because I didn't know who was.
Well, I know Regina Hall and Taraji.
I mean, I know that, but
I knew Cardi B and
I'm over
Offset
Cardi.
was open.
Over it.
Yeah, well, this year I thought the BET Awards was a lot better. Usually when I watch the BET Awards, it feels very social media-esque, and this was like the first year where I looked, when they showed the audience, I seen Mary, I seen people
Mary's
I knew.
part was great.
I knew people. Yeah, Mary had a great part. So BET Awards, I liked you this year. Thank you. Regina Hall is forever a fave. I think she's hilarious. I think she's actually one of the funniest women in Hollywood. So shout out to that. And man, that's all I got. I got some letters. Oh, and Pose, anybody who watched Pose, that Cocoon, Electra, do you watch Pose?
I was gonna start binge watching it last night. Don't. Can you not? Because I was really gonna start binge watching it last night, but then I said no. And
people who watch Pose, hit me up on Instagram or Twitter or something, because we need to really talk about that Cocoon episode.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
We need to talk about that Cocoon episode, because I've watched that episode 3 times, and I watched it 3 times too because I had watched the Paris Burning documentary a billion times. So I was like super shocked. So everybody, if you don't watch Pose is like one of the best TV shows that's on television. It was like A1 last year. I'm happy it came back. It got renewed for season 3. Everybody's acting is spectacular. Right now they're in the 1990s. The soundtrack is good. It's just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show. Also, people who watch Queen Sugar, if y'all watch Queen Sugar, hit me up on Twitter as well. I think we need to like get a gang together so we can cuss out Nova. Nova's a bitch. I hate when other people tells other people's truth. I also really don't like Micah anymore. So if he wants to go off to college, send that nigga away. And to all my people that watch Grownish, I think it's hilarious that they hooked up Aaron and Anna only for Aaron not to want to be with her. So if you watch Pose, Queen Sugar, or Grownish, please find me on Twitter and Instagram, because I watch them every week and I do like to discuss those shows. And that's that on that. Those are my favorite shows right now. And Greenleaf is coming back September 3rd. I love Church Mess. But let me grab these letters. Hold on. Change is coming. Don't worry about a thing. Did I delete them? No, I didn't. Okay, so we have 2 letters. So I don't even have no names for them. So we're just going to skip that part. So the first letter is, hold on. Let me skip to where she talked. Okay, so the first letter is, last August, I met a guy on Tinder. He was sweet and attractive, big dick, and all of that. We went on a date at IHOP and hit it off. Our second date was a cute late... I'm sorry, what? I thought you don't care about stuff like that. Okay, keep going. Our second date was a cute late night picnic at his house. He picked me up. I'm a grown-ass woman, and I expected him to be a grown-ass man, but little that I knew he wasn't. We pulled up to his house, and he told me that I had to climb in through his window because he lives with his parents. Okay, I'm sorry. Give us the neck. Okay, he lives with his parents. He lives with his parents, and he has a Filipino mother, and would not let him have girls in the house without meeting her. I didn't have my car, so I couldn't just say no and leave, so I climbed through the window. We slept together that night, and he had a dick, so I was hooked. He was always busy and didn't have much time for me, so I suggested that we cut ties, and he didn't want to. So I kept him around. He started talking to me about how he wants to have another kid so badly, and how his life is incomplete, and how much joy his first child brought him to his life, and how he wanted that joy again. At this point, we were already talking for months. I have a good paying job in my own place. He also moved into his own place, and I always wanted children, so I asked him if he wanted to have a baby with me. He said yes. We took 2 months to really think about what we were asking each other, and both still felt the same way, so we scheduled a date to have sex when I was ovulating to be sure that we would get pregnant. Now, fast forward 6 months later, I'm pregnant. He refuses to talk to me, and he has blocked me on social media. What should I do now?
Oh, sis. A lot of red flags here. Lots of red flags. Does it say how old she is? Sis, you need to kiss that goodbye. You need to just go ahead and plan on being a single mom until you meet somebody that's going to be a good dad to your unborn child. Take the L to the chin, because the signs were there. And not to discredit IHOP. IHOP is
I thought
great.
you liked dates like that.
No. Not on the first date. Are you serious?
I thought you always say you like you always act like you like mediocre shit. Nah.
IHOP on the first date? I've never said that.
Nah, you always act like in general.
Date.
You didn't say IHOP specifically.
I would never take.
You never
IHOP.
said IHOP.
I wouldn't
specifically.
take a man seriously if he took me to IHOP.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's all you had to say. I mean, I'm not saying IHOP specifically, but you always act like you like shit like that.
IHOP?
I'm not saying IHOP, but shit like in those rooms.
Nah. Yeah, that's red flag number 1. Number 2, you climbed into his window. That's a deal breaker for me. Living with your parents, I can understand, because shit's fucked up, whatever. As long as the guy has a goal, I'm not going to discriminate that, because living on your own is really, really, really hard. But climbing in through a fucking window, it's a deal breaker.
Was it like the first floor, the second floor? Like, did y'all have to climb a ladder? Because in my head, it's like y'all climbed the ladder like the 90s.
Deal breaker. That's a deal breaker. And then y'all are discussing babies.
Not marriage.
Not even a relationship.
Not
even just being like partners, life partners.
Not monogamy.
Y'all are discussing a baby.
Not just together as one.
What?
Not moving in.
Why?
Not a joint checking account.
And then, and it baffles me because, okay, one, you climbed through his window to have relations with him in his mother's house. 2, he lives with his mom. So why would having a baby with somebody that lives with their mother...
Well, in his defense, she did say he got his own apartment now, somewhere here.
But he left her. He's not answering his phone.
We were already talking for months. At some point, he did get his own apartment. If that makes anybody feel better who listens.
Okay, he did get his own place, but now you're blocked on social media. Now you can't get in contact with the motherfucker.
Well, you know where his mama lives, so.
At least you know where his mothers live. Mothers don't move, so at least you know where to find.
This is true. I still use my mama and my grandma address when I need a stable address.
So you know where you can locate him, because god damn, girl, take the L, raise that baby, find you another good man, and don't settle for a first date at IHOP, or don't take it seriously.
Okay, so I wouldn't really take a nigga from Tinder seriously, because I heard
I would never take Tinder seriously.
So that's my first red flag. I would have sex with the nigga from Tinder. I wouldn't, and I know people. I haven't personally I did actually download the app, and I've been on the app. I've never gotten a date on the app because I'm too weird. I'm just too weird about stuff like that. Like, I think everybody's gonna try to kill me, so I don't like that type of stuff. So I could never date somebody offline, because I would think I'm gonna die. But that's me. Whoever meet y'all off eHarmony or whatever y'all do, that's good for y'all. So Tinder would not have that. That would have been a red flag for me. But if it wasn't a red flag for you, fine, because I've known people who dated off Tinder. Not me though. I don't have to discuss IHOP because y'all listen to this podcast. So the little cute picnic at his house. This is the thing. It wasn't his house. So that would have been a problem for me. And the last time I snuck into somebody's window, I was 15. I'm not sneaking into and I never snuck into nobody's window after 15. So I would never sneak into no window now. You know what I mean? And I've dated guys who live with, I dated a guy, 2 guys who live with their mothers, but they also paid the mortgage, and it was their homes, and their moms had like, you know, mother-in-law suites. I kind of like that because I kind of feel like when I get married, low key, I'm gonna have probably like, I really feel like I'm gonna have either my mama or his mama living with us. I really feel like I'm gonna be like the Johnsons for everybody who watches Blackish. How like Dre's dad lives in a guest house and his mom lives in it has a bedroom at the house. I'm one of those people, so I don't mind that as long as you're the person paying the bills. I remember I watched this thing with Michael B. Jordan, and somebody was like, he lived with his mama. He was like, no, they live with me. And it was like this huge, nice house. It's the same thing I feel about, I don't know if y'all used to watch Survivor's Remorse on Showtime. The dude had a house and then his family lived with him. I don't mind stuff like that. But you made it clear that this is his mama house, so you had to sneak in the window. When the dudes I dealt with, when the guy I dealt with lived with his mom or had his mama living with him, I walked through the front door. And you know who I had breakfast with in the morning? His mama. Because I had woke up early and she was down there making tea and pancakes. And she seen me and she was like, hey girl. And I was like, hey ma'am. And we introduced ourselves, and me and her was eating bacon and pancakes and some rocking chairs, watching the sunrise. That is how it should be. You should not be sneaking in nobody's window, humping them on a floor, all for some mac and cheese or some, you know, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And so here's the other thing that I find a really big problem with. You know, I help with it for me too, but you know, neither here nor there. It's so many steps before children. And I think
so many get to know you steps.
And I think we forget that because people have kids so easily, so callously. So, oh, I'm pregnant. You about to be a daddy. Oh, I nutted in her. She about to be my baby mama. People have kids just so easily when it's 1,000 steps before that fucking moment. Joint accounts, living together, cleaning credit, engagements, being a fiance, weddings, being married, you know, joint cell phone bills, 1,000 steps to being parents, and you didn't even think of those? He didn't think of those? Where was his other child at? Your child should still bring you joy. He's saying that his first child brought him joy. Well, where the fuck is the first child now? Why the fuck is that first child still not bringing him joy? Kids bring joy all the time. First birthday, second birthday, kids, when they be little, you like all birthdays. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. You into your kid till about the 5th birthday. And then, like, you know, the birthdays fall off. So it'd be like 10th birthday, and then they turn 11 and 12 and then 15. Your kids are your pride and joy regardless. I'm still my mama's pride and joy, and I'm 33 years old. Me and my brothers are all still my mama's pride and joys, and we're grown. So all of a sudden, his kid not bringing him joy no more. He needs another kid to bring extra joy. Well, where the first kid at? What the first kid not bringing him joy? Did the first kid not learn how to ride a bike? Does the first kid not learn how to drink out of a bottle? Did the first kid not learn how to walk? What the fuck is the first kid at? What the fuck is the joy of the first kid? Where is the first kid? That's a real question. It's just so many steps before let's have a baby that I don't understand how we got to let's have a baby. Or maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe I'm confused. Because 1,000. Y'all got y'all credit straight?
Clownery.
Y'all don't live together.
When you do clownery,
you have bozo babies.
You have bozo babies.
When you do clownery, the clown comes back to be a bozo baby. Like, what the fickety fuck?
You're about to give birth to a bozo baby.
And like now, and the thing is, I don't know about nobody else, but I have no intentions of being a single parent. If I be a single parent, it's gonna be some real accidental shit. And based on everything that happened here, and like I said,
you wanted to be a single mom. He said he basically said silently, you're about to be a single mother.
I don't know about Tinder. I wouldn't do it. I don't need to say nothing about IHOP because y'all know how I feel about stuff like that. And, you know, And I don't have to say nothing about sticking in no window because y'all know what the fuck I would not do. So, like, I'm just confused on how you even just let them three things go past. And the thing is, too, what year was this? Was this 1995 or 1993? Because I'm confused. A, why couldn't you tell that nigga to take you home? Was he not going to take you home? If he wasn't going to take you home, that is also a problem. And B, do you not have Uber, Lyft, nothing on your cell phone? You don't have no friends? You don't have Yellow Cab? Like, you're at that nigga mama house. If I wanted to go home and I'm at some nigga's mama house or somebody's nigga's mama lived in the house that I'm at, I'm waking his mama up to take me home. I have no problem. Not, ma'am, I was trying to go home and your son would take me home. You wanted to be over there. You wanted the fuck. You was excited about some dick. And y'all gonna learn one day not to be excited about some dick. Because you know what? I already told y'all a long time ago that good dick get y'all in trouble. Them 10 dicks always be the fucking problems. I had some 10 dick 2 weeks ago and I was just like, well, can't do that again till next year. 10 dicks, I told y'all, 10 dicks is the problem. And see, here you go. He got a dick. His dick good. His dick bad. Now you're a single parent trying to figure out if he's still on IG. No, ma'am. So what should I do now? Be a single mom and be the best mom you can be?
Best single mom you could be.
Be the best single mom. You said you got a good job in an apartment. Provide that baby with everything they need. And make yourself whole so you can find somebody who can actually be a good man, Savannah. That's all you can really do. Find you a good man, Savannah.
Because you did a bozo thing, sis.
Yeah, you did something. You in a situation you did not have to be in.
You didn't think about it. You didn't think about it all the way through.
All the way through, bitch, you didn't think. You ain't even fuck all the way through. You just didn't think. Cause shit.
That IHOP should have been your first. Tinder should have been a flag. IHOP should have been a second. IHOP? Nah, my G.
Y'all,
what?
Y'all already know how to do that stuff like that.
Yikes.
I just
first date and y'all it was a great conversation at IHOP.
I just honestly think that
nigga got me fucked up.
You need to honestly just
IHOP is when you settled into your relationship and y'all cool with one another and like you just are craving pancakes one day and you randomly just be like, I want some IHOP. Let's go to IHOP.
You honestly need to make yourself whole because I hate when not whole people raise kids because they raise unwhole kids. So you need to enroll yourself in some therapy. You need to find some friends because apparently nobody could pick you up from this nigga's window when you realize you had to crawl through it. So you need to figure out some good friends.
Yikes.
And you need to try to do well at your job because you're going to need promotions because the older your kids get, the more shit they want. You know, it's all cute when they babies, but it's going to be a time, I don't know if it's a little boy or a little girl, but it's going to be a time where iPhones and Jordans and whatever the popping thing is, they're going to want, and they shouldn't miss out because you decided to make a bunch of mistakes and be a single parent. Don't do that to no kids. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like that's fucking terrible. And I'm hella happy that my mama wasn't like that type of person. Her mistakes didn't define our childhood. We had amazing childhoods. And you made a mistake, sis. And ain't nothing you can do now but be a better person for you. And like I said, make yourself whole because all you're going to do is have an unwhole child. And I ain't with that shit. This letter ain't even really funny. Like that shit, your ass is dumb as hell. But bless, Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. And we got another letter. And she says, hey, bitches. I love you. Oh, okay. You know what I realized? I be saying bitches so much to like my friends. And then I realize when random people say like bitches to me, I be like, why are you calling me a bitch? You know what I mean? It just seems off when you don't know somebody and they be like, oh, yes, bitch.
Calm down.
And you be like,
Calm
I'm
down,
not your
sis.
friend. I'm Ebony.
My name's Adriana.
Yeah, you call me by my name. Hey, bitch. I met you once. Like, what's wrong with you? But anyways, the girl said, hey, bitches. I love you guys so much. Y'all are my Bible, my therapist, and my best friends in my head. I have a relationship problem that I love to have help with. I'm 25 and I have a 5-year-old daughter. I reconnected with my ex from 10 years ago and everything is going great except the fact that he never wanted kids, let alone stepkids. He's open to being a step puppy lifestyle for me and even suggests couples therapy, but he's still struggling with the family thoughts. The only advice I've received is if he don't love your kid, then he don't love you. If you guys have any other advice, I'll love to hear it.
You just got the advice that you needed, sis. One thing that I learned from, because I have some friends that had babies young, when they were in their early 20s and got married in their 30s that weren't to the baby daddies. Why the fuck would you want to be with somebody that don't fuck with your kid? Like, why would you ever want to be with a person that does not fuck with your child? What the fuck? Why is this even a thought? Why is this even a forethought? Why is this even the bit? Like, you are a package deal, sweetheart. There should be, like, if he can't get with the program, if it's too tough for him to man up, fuck that nigga. There are other niggas that can step up and be a man to you and be a good father figure to your child. Girl, fuck him. If he ain't ready for it, fuck him. And children, like, come on, man, because you don't want to be marrying no man that's gonna mistreat your child. And because you blinded by love of this man, your child is gonna suffer. And then your child's gonna grow up to be a jerk because he's suffering from all these issues because you failed to put that child first. Your responsibility as a parent is to make sure that child is safe and not harmed by other human beings, to make sure that he is raised up not to be an asshole. And you gonna jeopardize that for a man that's not even sure. Fuck that nigga. If he ain't sure about having no kids or having stepkids, that's not the man for you. Because a real nigga is gonna man up and be responsible. He's gonna take responsibility for you and that child. And he's gonna realize that child is, like, he's a kid. That like, fuck him.
I mean, you got the advice you've already had. You need it. I mean, if he don't want kids, if he don't want to be a stepdaddy, that ain't the man for you.
That's not the man for you. Fuck
him. Go let that nigga be with somebody who don't have no kids. There's plenty of women out here without kids, and there's plenty of niggas who want to
be a stepdaddy.
Not necessarily be a stepdaddy, but that's not
afraid
against
of that.
Being a stepdaddy. Yeah. He sounds against being a stepdaddy. You don't want to. It's too many news clips and articles and moments of kids missing, being abused, being forgotten, being left in a car, being blown up, to even playing like that. Like, if I had a kid and a nigga told me he did not want to have kids, that would be a deal breaker for me.
Leave it alone.
It's too, like I said, it's too much on the news about people doing bad things to children. You sound dumb as fuck writing a letter, honestly, saying, well, everyone says if you don't like your kid or my kid or don't want to be a daddy, then be done. Nigga, be done. Ain't no group counseling, therapy, or couples counseling can change somebody's idea of just genuinely wanting to be a good person with your kid.
Your kid should be first, dog. Like, you should want
my idea is, and I say my second wife comment a lot, I'm not against being a step parent. I actually like kids. So I don't like baby mamas. So my issue is never kids. It's always how many baby mamas you got and is she nice? You know what I mean? So it's not children aren't my problem. If children is the problem from somebody, that should be a problem from you as a person with children. You know what I mean? It's weird. Because at some point, when you get comfortable with your significant other, if you need to take a shower, go to the mailbox right quick, go to the corner store, go up the street, you leave them with your child. And if they don't want to be bothered, why would you leave them with your child? And I'm not trying to test people to see if they want to be bothered, or how you respond, or if you like it.
Maybe you're just in a phase.
I'm grooming you. I'm not grooming shit. I'm not testing shit. I'm not teaching shit about my fucking kids. Because I'm gonna tell you something about my mother as well. My mom got married. It's some shit she just didn't play with my stepdaddy. And she was married to my stepdaddy for 13 years. It's just some things that just did not go down because my mama didn't play that with somebody coming into our home and her kids. And I take that, like, that was one of the best things for me because I know other people whose stepdads did stuff, and not necessarily like sexual stuff, but did things that they didn't do to their own kids. And I'm not here to test people, groom people, teach people, show people, figure out people, know people, look at people, maybe, if so, just in case, one day, fuck that shit. If he don't see it for your child today, I ain't gonna let him see it for my child tomorrow.
Facts.
And that's just me being me. But go ahead. But you got the advice you needed already. You just want some good dick and a good time. But let me tell you something, good sis. You can have good dick and good time. You don't have to marry him. He don't have to be your boyfriend. He don't have to stay in your house. He don't have to do nothing with you. Y'all really forget that y'all can fuck on a weekend and go back to being good parents Monday through Sunday and just fuck an hour or two on Saturday night. That's very feasible. Why are you trying to make this nigga your nigga? Like, that's weird. But bless.
Wear a condom.
I won't fuck with him at all, but that's just me.
No, I wouldn't either. Because that's too
my pussy couldn't get wet if you ain't like my children.
It's just too much of a high risk.
Yeah, can't get wet.
I mean, just like you said, there's too much going on with people abusing
kids missing, kids bodies being found, kids kids was breathing at 12 o'clock, one breathing at 12:01, kids bodies being fucking found 6 states over. Are you goddamn crazy? A bitch want to tell me they don't fuck with my child? People blowing up cars, people driving cars in lakes, leaving kids in the car, people leaving kids in a car in 100-degree weather, and you want to tell me that I don't really know if I want to be no daddy? Nah, I'm not giving nobody a chance to decide no shit.
Yeah.
Nah.
Because we don't know if he gonna snap today,
and then
cool today, and then
snap tomorrow. And niggas, and let me tell you something, bruh. Niggas cool at 12:02 and snap at 12:03. I don't even play them type of games. Nah, y'all crazy as hell.
Leave him alone, and you need to find somebody else that likes children.
You need to find a good man, Savannah, that like kids.
You just need to leave that nigga alone. Like, regardless of how good the dick is or how long y'all have known each other, time. And
it's the reason why is he your ex from 10 years ago? Who the fuck talks to the nigga from 10 years ago?
Time does not equate, like, you being the one.
10 years ago? I don't know.
Just because you've known somebody for 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years.
It's your ex from 10 years ago.
It does not make them the one. If they're a shitty person, they're a shitty person.
10 years ago.
And if the nigga don't like no kids, he don't want no kids, that's not the nigga for you, baby.
I don't even want my exes from 10 years ago to know my fucking name at this point. I'd be mad when they be like, oh, I used to talk to her. No, the fuck you didn't. 10 years ago? I only claim the niggas from yesterday. Literally. But,
No, ma'am.
My burden, not yours.
You need to leave
my
that
burden,
alone.
not yours.
You need to leave that alone because
no.
If you looking, girl, it's too much going on in this world for you to be with a man that half-ass like your kid. Because you don't know.
It's too much going on in this world for you to have to teach somebody to like your kid. Like, people should naturally, if somebody I know has a kid, I naturally like them. It's a kid. Who doesn't like kids?
Yeah, who doesn't like? You have to be a fucking monster to not like a kid.
And kids harass me. I was just at my friend's house, hung over the other day, and apparently every time I change rooms, they change rooms with me. So when I'm in the bed, they on the floor. When I'm in the bathroom, they next to the door. Like children like strangers for some strange reason. And children like people that aren't in their house every day as well. So children gravitate to your friends, to your boyfriends. I'm not giving my kids a chance to be with somebody who can't just come in the house and like them and love them originally.
It took forever from my best friend just to let me watch her child. Like, and her child is 13 now. And it took, like, for us to just be in the house alone. Like, it took her forever just, and mind you, me and my best friend have been friends for over 20 years. And it took forever for her to just allow me to just be like, I'll watch Madison or I'll watch the baby. Like,
it makes sense. People should be.
And I get it. Yes, I do.
I feel like people shouldn't leave you around their kids so their kids can talk. And I say that being around kids, I've been around kids who could not talk and they still like harass me and all that good stuff. And people are different with how long, but I've never came out and was like, oh, I don't like kids and I don't want to be no stepmom. I don't want to be no auntie. I've never been that person. But somebody has just directly told me that they're just not interested. I can't be interested in them. I can't. Like,
I wouldn't want them around me. I wouldn't want them around my children.
I wouldn't want them around my children. And that's some information I need to know before I take her seriously. Maybe if we just having sex on some touch and go type stuff, I wouldn't trip because I'm not trying to make you a main person. But I couldn't make somebody a main person who I have to like
groom
into being a good stepdad.
Fuck that.
And then the idea is a lot of times people have kids and then they treat their kids better than the stepkids. And I wouldn't put my kid in like an awkward position where their dad is really, where their stepdad, it's an obvious difference where who the real kid is and who the step kid is. So you got the advice you needed. You really sound just stigmatized and wanting love so bad that you're willing to sacrifice the child.
It's not even worth it.
And that's not even worth it. It's just too much stuff happening with kids for that to even be worth it. But that's me. Who am I? I have no children, so I could possibly be wrong. I think I'm not, but I could possibly be.
But
I'm not.
Common sense, though. That's common sense.
But whatever. But yes, everybody have a happy, whatever day we call it when we barbecue and stuff. That's coming in a couple of days or tomorrow.
Independence Day, 4th of July. Let's just call it 4th of July.
Happy July 4th.
There we go. Free day for those who get to not work.
Get y'all lives.
Go come see the fireworks. I'll be downtown. I'm working the fireworks display. I work it every year. It's a lot of fun. Freedom Over Texas. It's off Allen Parkway. I don't know how much tickets are. I know it's gonna cost you a grip, but it's a great time.
Okay, you guys can find me. I'm Latoya Ebony on all social media. Y'all be cracking me up on Twitter. Y'all are funny. We're Recovering Party Girls on Gmail, Instagram. I'm lying. We're Recovering Party Girls on Instagram, Party Girls Pod on Twitter. You can write your letters to Recovering Party Girls at Recovering Party Girls Letters at gmail.com. Thank you guys so much. Our merchandise, the link is in the Instagram bio. You guys have a great holiday. Love, happiness,
go see the fireworks.
I feel like it was something else I was supposed to tell you, but maybe not. So, enjoy, guys.
All right, girl.